Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's official word again. We're day one of the season. Last season we finished with over 6,000 trophies, which I think was my best trophy finish. That was only good enough for 4,500 in the world. And yeah, this one we're going to be doing a push for a perfect season. So we're going to be trying to go for no fails as long as we can into the season. And then after that, obviously, if we do get a fail, continue just pushing 320s out. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Stay tuned. About halfway through the video, I got an update on a giveaway, a huge giveaway that we're going to be doing, which is absolutely amazing, for 30 gold passes. You do not want to miss that one. I'm doing that with a couple buddies on YouTube, and I'll release, the details and what you need to do to apply into that. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned to that. Today we're going to be using Fireball Root Riders. I'll have the army comp in the description. Our big keys here are the Ice Block and Heal spell combo. Obviously, without the Eternal Tome, or Heal Tome or anything like that, or double overgrowth, you can't really mitigate damage too much. So Fireball will take out a nice chunk, and then yeah, when you get into where you would use the Eternal Tome, just drop the Heal and Ice Block, and it acts almost perfectly like the Eternal Tome. So it is a phenomenal army, and this is what I'm going to be pushing with. So yeah, I got my Frosty upgrading also, so I would be using the Frosty if he wasn't down right now, as you can see. So yeah, that's what we're running today, and without further ado, let's just jump right on into it. Okay, so I actually realized there as I pressed attack, I shouldn't have super minions. I want to be using Yetis and balloons, so I'll use the Siege Barracks, which can be useful on some bases, but obviously not this one. Actually, I might be able to make it work, though, to be honest. So yeah, if I do want Fireball into the mono, so yeah, it doesn't have Clan Castle troops, first of all, take note of that. I think I got an absolutely amazing plan right here, though, which is going to be triple invis just to make sure my warden doesn't get hooked. Just fireballing out everything there. I knew I wouldn't get down the multi, but my idea here is that, hopefully, okay, I was going to say my balloon didn't get far enough ahead, actually, but I got a great idea with using my Archer Queen, hopefully. Yep, nice. I can pull my warden over to this side. I'm going to try and get my king actually into there, and what I'm going to do is I got a good idea for the overgrowth. So I usually would just run king and two witches on the funnel, but obviously, this time I messed up when I brought my clan castle, so this is what I'll be using. But yeah, this overgrowth right here funnels everything perfectly into the invis compartments. So yeah, we'll be looking absolutely phenomenal on this one. And then exactly like I said, except this one will be a little different, kind of pulling the invis tower right there. My RC is just running off, but yeah, right here, a lot of damage. Heal spell and Ice Block, and look at that. Everything heals all the way back up. I missed the healers, which would have been very nice, but yeah, we're still looking pretty nice here. So we'll roll through the backside of this. King ability goes off. Now we're behind the fire spitter. That's exactly why I used the overgrowth where I did. And yeah, we'll triple this one up, so hopefully we can finish it here. And that wasn't even very good with my Royal Champion, so I definitely could have done a lot better. But yeah, a triple nonetheless, and I didn't even get the troop launcher, so a couple mistakes on the very first hit. But yeah, we'll wrap this one up nicely. Well, I kind of want to use this army because I love Fireball, and more than just, my feelings, what I enjoy playing. This is a very strong army, and especially the biggest thing is that people bait the Root Rider charges, so even if you use the Dragon armies, you're going to be doing fine, but those 5 invis, 6 invis World Champion charges are getting baited. So if I'm staying away from the very meta and using a little off meta army, I won't be able to get baited and hopefully can stay strong. But yeah, let's do a better one here in this next one. Alright, so this is the CC that I want to be using. If you didn't know, the troop launcher throws 7 barrels, so having 2 Yetis, 3 balloons, and 2 minions is 7 troops, which means each barrel will have the giants and stuff that come out, which I actually don't know exactly what that is, but 2 balloons are minion, balloon, Yeti. So your balloons are going to be chucked pretty deep into the base, so I'm going to be using the troop launcher. If he doesn't have clan castle troops again, he does, but I'm still looking at a fireball on this mortar, actually, which is just a single invis, which is quite easy. So yeah, we'll hit that right there. Kind of clear out that whole corner. That's absolutely fantastic. And one thing I was going to say, actually in the last attack, is so on a base, let's use this one for example. My king will walk around this kind of spell factory area, maybe into that wizard tower compartment, and that's totally fine. But if there was a base where, almost like that last one, to be honest, where there was a thicker section along where I wanted to go with my roots, then I might actually use the siege barracks. So if I need a bigger funnel, I'll use the siege barracks. If I can get the funnel well enough with my king, then I would rather use the let's see what comes out here. Okay, E-Dragon. Then I'd rather use the troop launcher because it is just better. So yeah, we're going to enter directly in right here. Troop launcher, everything. I guess I had forgotten my, whatever you call that, apprentice warden earlier. So yeah, we're going to make our way into here. King dealing with the clan castle, which is lovely. We're making our way in here. I'm just going to invis the queens so they stay alive. And then what I'll do is actually hit an overgrowth right there just to kind of push everything through together. Heal and overgrowth, or heal and ice block, sorry. Especially that's getting onto the healers, because yeah, the healers you can see are getting topped off by that heal spell. And kind of the reason for that combo is the heal spell does actually great healing. It does. But the problem is it can't quite keep up. So what you have to do is kind of mitigate the incoming damage. And that the ice block right now, it's definitely going to get nerfed. It does like 90% damage reduction. So, you know, it gives a chance for everything to actually be healed up. And so, yeah, that's why we're using that combo, because then everything can heal up in time, and, you know, kind of being healed up on the healers. Like if you have full health healers, you're going to triple. So this one's going to be another overkill 3-star. And, yeah, much better than the last one because I actually had a lot of the things I needed, and I, you know, paid a little more attention to my royal champion. So, yeah, we're going to swag 2 spells, swag the king ability. This one's going to be absolutely crushed. And, yeah, let's keep it going into the next one. Alright guys, so here we are into the third one. As I mentioned, I'll be, after this third attack here, I'll be dropping the information onto the giveaway. But yeah, first we're going to be hopping right into this one. And I see a beautiful fireball on this expo because it won't get the scatter shot, but it will get the fire spitter, archer tower, inferno, and ricochet, and just set up a fantastic funnel. So I'll be using a double invis right there to set that up. Just had to make sure there was no builder huts or anything that I'd missed. But yeah, absolutely beautiful fireball because it gets insane value actually, but also a very good funnel. One thing I do like about this army also is, you know, I've kind of got pretty good with the fireball, but, you know, now I have the option to quick fireball, which I just didn't before. So that does really, really help actually. I'm going to just see if I can funnel out this gold thing. But, yeah, I think my king and witches will run this flank pretty well. Witches, you know, they can be hit or miss. Sometimes I feel like they don't get their value, but you know, more often than not, they can do a crazy job, and I really like that. So, yeah, we're gonna be coming in right here into the CC. I'll just poison it. Got all our Valks right there onto the king, which isn't too bad actually. And then gonna pop the OG right here to kind of keep everything together and staying away from the town hall for now. I'm gonna see if I can funnel in towards that cannon with my king. And then, yeah, kind of when I get into this section, so there's a good spiky ball just onto all the high defenses, so I'll use that. And then, yeah, kind of when that overgrowth wakes up, I have, like most of my root riders have died, but after the overgrowth wakes up, I'll pop the heal and ice block just to make sure my healers can stay alive, because, yeah, if my healers can stay alive, then I'll have no problem 3-starring this base. Many times, actually, my healers have hit the red mine farm, and if you can react, like in testing in friendly challenges, and if you can react fast enough, you can save your healers with that heal and ice block. So that is just like, that's a crucial part of the attack, is keeping your healers alive. And if you can do that just with that combo alone, like, that's already incredible value from like certain death too. So yeah, this one's gonna be another triple, and like I said, I'll mention the giveaway requirements, or yeah, what you need to do to be entered into that. 30 gold passes. You do not want to miss out on this. This is, you know, a huge giveaway where most of the times, you know, you might get a chance at 1 or 2, but yeah, you got a great chance in this one. So, as I mentioned, yeah, I'm doing a gold pass giveaway here with these guys that you can see on the flyer. We're going to be giving away 30 gold passes, and so the way to enter is, first of all, you got to jump into my Discord. It's in the bio of my description. This just helps me to kind of engage with you guys, talk to you guys in the Discord. I haven't done a bunch of things with it yet just because there's not a lot of people into it, but I have, you know, a general chat. I got coaching tickets open. I'm going to be posting Legend League bases this season, which will be amazing. So if you want to get bases that I'm going to be running in Legend League, you definitely don't want to miss out on being in this Discord. So that's the first step. You got to be in my Discord, and you have to subscribe to everybody. We're a community here. We're helping each other out and grow. So you got to be subscribed to all my friends here. Yeah, this really just helps us grow. So make sure you drop a sub to everyone, and then just give a comment on one of their videos. Doesn't really matter which one, maybe their newest one if you want. But yeah, just drop a comment on them saying, like, you know, giveaway, or you know, hey, nice work, supporting you, just anything like that. It did mean a lot. But yeah, if you just join my Discord and drop a sub on everybody, and obviously make sure you're subscribed to your boy, and just a comment to be friendly, yeah, you'll be entered into that giveaway for 30 gold passes. A huge chance that you'll be entered, or like that you'll be able to win this. So don't miss out on that. And yeah, that'll just be the that was the little announcement I wanted to make to you guys. So let's keep going on the hits. All right, here we are for the next one, and we got down all 16. This is what you expect from early season. So yeah, you know, it is what it is. If I want to get a crazy fireball, which I think I do, hitting the town hall would be really nice. So I think what I'm going to do to try and do that, I actually can't, because I need I don't know if I can get my warden in there. There's singles all around. So I think I'm actually just going to warden walk the clan castle, which could be a mistake, but I'm going to try it out. One furnace comes out. That means the rest is probably just ice golems, but I want to pull it so that my poison can get some value. So there we go. I pull it right there. My warden was stacked with my unicorn, actually, so the healers were able to heal that up. But I didn't want to come into an inferno here, so that's why I entered through this compartment. And I'll just fireball the expo, because that'll get huge value. I wanted to maybe try and... I'd have to quake to wake up the town hall, because it's not awake on town hall 16. But I was going to just try and send that, but I didn't. So yeah, there's just a nice fireball anyway. I'll take down the eagle, which, you know, is one of the better defenses on town hall 16. Maybe the town hall is. That'd be my vote. Just looking at this one, the mono multi is a pretty scary compartment, so I'm going to enter into there because I have the ice golem. So that's what I'll do for that one. And on this one, I'll actually wait on my king, since I'll be let's see if I can get the ice golem kind of into there. That's going to go around, but that's fine with me. Yeah, so on a base like this, you know, the troop launcher is not really launching me into the core. It might not be insane value, but there's just not much else, to be honest. Like the siege barracks isn't going to get much value because so this is what I was saying about my king. Sorry, I guess I'll go back to that. Is my troops will be wrapping right here, so I'll just kind of let them keep going, and then finally when they get around to this corner, this is where I'll kind of be coming in with my king and which is right there. So there's the heal and ice block combo, just kind of going to stop everything up. It kind of nullifies the effect of the invis spell. So the invis spell tower we're going to see probably shift away in the meta. Maybe early season, obviously people will still be running it just because people are bad, and so I'll use it just trying to get 1-stars. But yeah, for the majority of the season, these won't be run just because a lot of people are bringing the ice block spell, and it really just, you know, cruises through those no problem, no matter what army you're using. So one thing I could do that I have done a couple times as well is maybe going through that area, just pop the ice block spell and then heal later on, because like right now it would have been lovely to use, and I don't think anything was really weak when I did use it, so maybe I could have done that. But yeah, this one I just used my queen ability to get through a wall, and then still have my king ability. So 2 swag abilities on this one and a bunch of spells, town hall 16, but nevertheless absolutely crushed with this army. And yeah, let's keep it going. Alright, I also wanted to mention, I don't know if you guys noticed, this attack is just a lot faster, so I might not be doing any of the simming through the attacks that I did with the fireball army. It was a lot of work, to be honest, to edit that for you guys, so I'm not too disappointed that won't be happening, but it won't. I did enjoy it. I thought it made the videos really nice, but yeah, I also got to be efficient in the way I put out these videos. So on this one, I'm actually just going to use one invis, because I don't care if it hits the invis tower or the ricochet cannon. It gets everything in the compartment. So there's a really easy fireball. I was actually looking, if you couldn't tell, the whole time at this ricochet cannon or multi, but I didn't even notice there was invis towers, and I definitely need to get into there. So yeah, this one here, like, this could be a siege barracks base because of the fact of how wide that funnel is. I'm actually going to pull my warden back, so I was a little slow doing so, but I'll go ice golem with the witches and siege barracks, because yeah, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, on the bases that like this have just such a really big funnel and you just need to get in there and kind of cut that off, you got to be using the siege barracks. So that's what I'm going to be doing right here. See if I can get my troops in. We're still a little bit slow into doing that, maybe. Yeah, so out come the super minions. I'll get the poisons down. You see here my healers are starting to take some damage, so I'm already looking a bit to maybe get this ice block freeze combo. So I'm actually just going to heal first, because I don't really need the ice block, but I need my healers to kind of get healed back up. I got the OG right here because my queen's going to be stepping up, and especially my royal champion. And I didn't really want them to be going in towards those fire spitters. See right here, good thing I didn't use that ice block because I can use it super effectively kind of just on this back end where that invisible tower was. So I fireball the one and then ice block the other, and sometimes it's nice to fireball one, have the archer queen ability for the other, the giant arrow, but you don't really need it. Like, to be honest, the ice block just actually doesn't do a good job at it. Like, it just completely shuts it down. So yeah, I'll be probably using the RC ability in here. I might. Oh, I thought I still had my fox alive. I didn't. So I'll pop it right there because she's probably gonna die, to be honest with you. I thought she was gonna be maybe getting one fox cycle, but it turns out she just didn't have fox. So it doesn't really matter. This base is crushed. But yeah, we won't be using a queen ability again. So another big swag. But yeah, as I was saying, this attack does seem to finish up. Like this is 2 minutes and absolutely crushed. So it's a lot faster than the fireball army, so I won't be risking many time fails, and I won't have to edit as much. Okay, so we got an interesting base right here. To be honest, most people would probably fireball this core, but for me, I think I'm going to just fireball that builder hut if I can and get that whole section down. Let's see here. If I can start, maybe I want to see where this air defense goes. Okay, if I start way up here, if I can take down just the archer tower, I can hit a double invis. Okay, triple invis because I'll want to hit the multi inferno. But then I should be able to get that, so that shouldn't be too bad. And then I'll use the ice block on the core once again because especially with all the multis. Do I want to, or do I want to overgrowth it? No, I think I can get it because there's double multi and rage, so it'll be a lot of damage. But I think I can do fine in stopping that. So right here I gotta come in, triple invis like I said, boom, popping it right there, beautiful. I actually wasn't planning on splitting that to get the expo, and then I noticed I hit it, so good patience there. I'll use my roots to enter right here. I don't often put my queen away, but it is something that I do want to do on this one because yeah, I gotta set up the funnel. RC coming in, can't forget about her. Get those Valks, and I don't know if I got them in time. I'll give the king this ice golem, and then yeah, I'll set up the troop launcher right there. So I'm just trying to pay attention to where everything's going. It looks like they're gonna funnel around this core. Yeah, so I'll heal right here, just as the healers are mainly kind of gonna be stuck through all that. That's the reasoning. I think I'll OG. Yeah, I lost my warden. I should have done that a second earlier, just because the rage tower went off, and so to kind of nullify its effect, I should have done that. We're still looking fine here though because we got the healers. I know I got a lot of damage in that core, but I'll be able to use the ice block spell to kind of get everything there. So what I want to do is probably I'm just gonna keep holding right here strong on everything. I need my queen to go get that invis tower and trigger it. So it looks like she should right there. Nice. I actually can't really use the ice block right there. I'll pop it right there. Gonna invis right there, rage and rocket spear. So she's got to turn back. This one's not looking as good just because I lost my warden off rip. And obviously that's never gonna be ideal for using the rage gem because that's kind of a big aspect of this attack. And my RC's not even gonna get the mono there. So this one's not looking good at all, to be honest with you. This is why you run those bases early season, because people make mistakes. But we'll see. I do got a decent force coming through right here at 93%. That's when you can pop your king ability and hit everything on the map, because mine's not maxed. You could hit it at 92 if it was maxed. So I do got some root riders in here and a little bit of time, so we'll see kind of what happens. I'll pop this. I'm just worried about that invis tower, to be honest with you. So we take down everything right there. I'll pop that. The invis tower probably, yep, is going to go off again. And, now my king's going to be walking. So this one's going to be pretty scary. Yeah, that was just really poor by me. So much for the perfect season. We're going to get a 1 star on the first day. Yeah, I lost my warden right off rip and didn't set a good enough funnel, so I probably should have popped the king ability or queen ability or both to push everything into the core. But yeah, you learn from those ones. So this is why you push early season. I've only used a warden charge fireball, so I've been fireballing the core every time on that base, and it's actually really easy. But I don't think that's a problem to do what I did on that base. I just need to, like I said, maybe use the Oh wait, let me look for a second here. So I think that single should get the clan castle. At the least, it gets everything but the Infernos in clan castle, which would still be good value. But yeah, as I said, that's never a problem, that base for me. So you learn that I don't have the giant arrow or the the giant arrow or the like fireball to reach the core. So it's just a different approach. So I gotta kind of learn how to do that. But regardless, I'm showing the fails because that's kind of how everybody learns. Especially me, like when I watch the OP YouTubers fail, it really just shows me that you still got to do stuff, right? You can't just make easy mistakes and not get punished for it. So yeah, I love leaving those in there, not fake. So yeah, we're gonna come in with the roots right here, and what's good is that base will be around all season. I'll get plenty of practice on it. Not too worried about that. So I'm gonna get my king in here with the witches. See, look, the witch already got splashed. I was hoping that the king snakes had come up, but they hadn't yet. So I think actually on this one, this will be a money OG on the town hall. Oh, I forgot my Valks so far, so I'll get them to come in right there. Okay, I thought my king maybe had walked in. Nice. So even got the witches to live. This one's looking really nice. Look at that right there. The healers are super weak. Heal ice block. I missed one, it looks like. Yeah, it dies there, but the rest of them are healing up nicely. That's amazing right there. And then perfect timing. We come back from the overgrowth. Look at that. So this one is looking absolutely smashed, which is exactly what you want to do after a fail. Come back and crush it out of the park. So healers are all going to get targeted right here since everything else was invisible. But at this point, there's not much the base can do, so we're going to let that keep rolling around. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, my Discord will have my bases that I'm running. So there's not only just, a nice community to chat with and, me to chat with and ask questions to, but there's, going to be the bases that I'm running, which hopefully will be very strong, but at least provide you with some resources where, I know as I was pushing kind of on my own before I started YouTube, you're looking everywhere for bases. What is everyone running? What's working? So I'm just going to give you a little bit of that insight, and yeah, we're going to smash this one, which is very, very nice. Obviously, it's unfortunate to get a fail on the first day when the bases are awful, but never really approached an Invis Rage core base with this army. So yeah. Alright, final hit of the day. We got ourselves a double rage. Honestly, fireballing something like this archer tower would give me the clan castle. This rager tower would get huge value, and it's a very 100 level base, so I'm not really stressing too much. I got plenty of good options here. To be honest, the rage tower looks, oh no, I can't tell. That looks like a builder hut defense. Yeah, okay, it is. I'll probably walk into here because I didn't have an instant fireball plan, but I do now. As long as I get this wizard tower down, I can set up a 1-2. Don't want to hit the multi because I want to fireball it. Nice. And yeah, huge fireball value right there. Monolith, clan castle, rage tower, just everything. So we'll wrap up this day with a nice easy triple right here, barring any crazy mistakes that shouldn't even be possible, to be honest, to fail this one. I'm gonna get the roots in right here. Entering with my Royal Champion. There's the troop launcher because, yeah, as I mentioned before, this is one where a nice easy funnel can be formed, so I don't need the siege barracks. I think what I'll do on one like this is actually drop an overgrowth right there just to really maintain the damage I'm taking. We're heading into the rage tower compartment, which will be kind of primed to use this heal and ice block. So I was wondering where all my healers went. They all went to this giant, which is pretty unfortunate, to be honest. I'm hoping the giant dies. There we go. Maybe I can get my healers back. We'll see. So there's, the potential issue that could cause a fail, but regardless, this attack, or this army base, sorry, is just so weak that we'll cruise through this one. Yeah, so I'm not gonna need anything here. Don't want to use the rage and have to request it again from my clanmates, so I don't swag the clan castle spells if I can, because yeah, I don't want to waste them donating for no reason. But yeah, this one will be crushed out of the park. 3 swag abilities and a lot of spells, so that'll be a triple. That'll wrap up the video as well. And I know I made one big mistake here, but this army is absolutely strong, and I hope you guys can see that. We'll be doing really good, yeah, really good this whole season. So that'll finish the day with, yeah, probably 295 is exactly what you get with a 1-star. But I'm not too worried about that. That's what I love about the early season is you're learning. The reason I never switched from Fireball rocket balloons is that I've seen every base. So if I switch late season to roots, I might get a base like that, that I haven't actually encountered and had practice on. Whereas with Fireball, I'd seen all the different types of bases. So the big, push in early season for me is not really to stress about the results, but to just see all the bases, what's working, so that when we get to that kind of 2 weeks left, that's when you can push hard. And yeah, do really well. So I just wanted to, today's video is mostly on the giveaway and just letting you guys know about the new army I'm using. So I'll have this new army linked in the description. It is absolutely powerful. And yeah, I could have done a much better job on that base, obviously. But yeah, I'll see you guys all tomorrow, because now that the videos are going to be a little bit easier to edit, I can kind of rip them out a little bit quicker for you guys, which is awesome. And yeah, that'll do it for today, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.